Now, officers from the Special Weapons and Tactics Unit and the FBI investigators detained at least 4 people in the hunt for Nancy Guthrie. It was claimed. Reports say that 3 people believed to be 2 men and one of their mothers were apprehended by Pima County Sheriff's deputies in Tucson, about 2 miles away from Nancy's home. Well, a neighbor says that 1 person shot themselves in the head during the operation, though the claim has not yet been confirmed. While a silver Range Rover Sport was pulled over by the FBI during a traffic stop linked to the February 1 disappearance of Nancy, who's 84, and the driver was detained. Now, Fox News reported that the driver, whose age and gender have not been disclosed, was taken in for questioning, though it remains unclear whether they are still in custody. Now, the traffic stop, which occurred close to a Culver's fast food restaurant, was linked to Nancy's disappearance and a search warrant carried out at a home near hers. But images captured the SUV with its trunk open and partially covered by a white sheet while investigators inspected what was inside. Pima County Sheriff's Office confirmed the SWAT operation as a property 2 miles from Nancy's home was tied to her disappearance, adding that the action was carried out at the request of the FBI. Well, Arise News correspondent Rotimi Kade joins me now from Texas to speak on Nancy Guthrie's kidnap. Hello, Rotimi. So good to see you. Well, tell us exactly what has happened in the last couple of hours as regards Nancy Guthrie.
Well, Ferdinand, just as you said, there was a wide SWAT operations just 2 miles away from Nancy Guthrie's home. There had been a court warrant to search every house or every facility within that area to get all the evidence necessary so they can conclude this investigation. But what we heard as of this morning is the fact that there was absolutely no traceable DNA evidence of Mrs. Nancy Guthrie in the 2 mile radius from her house. So that posed the questions about where exactly is she currently, and how do they are they going to go about it to make sure that she's safe, sound, and return back to her home.
Interesting. And well, this is about the closest lead, the security operatives have had in terms of Nancy's disappearance. And you want to say that this should indeed provide some excitement for the public and all those who have indeed been following up on this disappearance.
Well, I think on the contrary, because when there was a news that the Pima County sheriffs will be collaborating with other security agencies like FBI, CIA, and other local police sheriff departments, there was a lot of excitement that at least for the first time there could be some sort of, a huge, collaboration that would result to something at the end of the day, because sharing information is very critical to the rescue of Nancy Guthrie. But unfortunately, after combing that area for the last 24 to 48 hours, and there's absolutely no trace of evidence of whatever DNA of Miss Nancy Guthrie, or perhaps the person of interest who is still currently at large right now, then there's this downward spiral of disappointment that encumbered the whole scene, because a lot of people are actually hoping that with this collaboration there could be something tangible that's going to come out of it. But unfortunately, what we've seen is the opposite of that. But what we know right now is the fact that the search is still ongoing. They've extended that search to the U.S.-Mexican border, and they are looking at the possibility of the person who kidnapped Miss Nancy Guthrie is perhaps maybe out of the country. Who knows?
Well, in terms of resources, well, we saw a whole lot of resources being thrown into the overnight investigation. Now we're talking about, SWAT units, and then, well, the FBI also coming in, and so much noise was actually made overnight. Well, not to forget about the fact that that raid did take place very early in the morning, and the thinking right now is that it should be something comprehensive to have warranted the security operatives to have indeed come out with such resources. And I'll still go back again. Well, it's beginning to look thin since the 1st of February, and nothing comprehensive yet from this one.
Well, I think the only thing comprehensive about it or tangible that came out of this rescue mission has been the doorbell camera that exposes the person who actually did this particular abduction. The person was masked. I think they've given out certain things to look out for somebody like that. They assume that this person could be between 5'9" inches to 10 inches. They believe that person could be a white male. They also believe that the person is carrying a backpack, specifically a black one, and the person is also heavily armed from the video cameras that we saw there. That tells us that that person is a danger not only to Mrs. Nancy Guthrie, but anybody who might want to approach him. So those are the kind of indices that has been pushed out for people to look out for. And from what we heard, thousands and thousands of people have called into the FBI and other security agencies. They could possibly know who this person is. But so far, so good. The identity and the DNA of that person has not been exposed to the public.
Well, as the search for the 84-year-old continues, well, we will continue to keep tabs, and of course, I hope that something positive comes out from it. Thank you so much, Rotimi, for indeed stopping by and providing all the great insight on this particular one.